Your doctor handed you a prescription. You've been taking it faithfully every day for months, maybe years. You trust it. You never questioned it. But here's what no one told you at that appointment. For millions of seniors over 60, certain common medications aren't just treating a problem. They're quietly creating a new one. They are silently, gradually stealing your memory. And here's what makes this deeply unsettling. Most of the drugs on this list aren't rare or obscure. Several are sold right over the counter. Some may be in your medicine cabinet, right? How? Let me ask you something. How many medications do you take every single day? 2, 4, 6. Most of us never think twice about the prescriptions we've trusted for years. Today, I'm going to name all 7. I will also explain exactly what each one does to the aging brain, and I'll give you a clear step-by-step plan to protect yourself without stopping any medication on your own. Because here's what matters most. Many of these cognitive effects are partially or fully reversible when caught early. But first, you need to know what to look for. Before we get into the list, you need to understand one thing. After 60, your brain changes in ways that make it significantly more vulnerable to certain medications. Your brain naturally produces less acetylcholine, the primary chemical it uses to form and retrieve memories. So when a medication interferes with that system, the impact is dramatically amplified. What causes mild drowsiness in a 35-year-old can cause genuine memory impairment in someone your age. That's not alarmist. That's biology. Watch this video till the end, because the number 7 medication is the most commonly prescribed drug. Let us get into it. Medication number 1 surprises almost everyone. It's diphenhydramine. You know it better as Benadryl, ZZQuil, Tylenol PM, or Advil PM. Millions of seniors reach for this every night as a sleep aid. Millions more take it during allergy season without a second thought. But here's what makes this deeply concerning. Diphenhydramine belongs to a drug class called anticholinergics. And what anticholinergics do is block acetylcholine, that same critical memory chemical we just discussed. Research published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that cumulative use of anticholinergic drugs was directly linked to a significantly increased risk of developing dementia. Not from decades of use. Measurable damage was seen from doses taken over just a few months. The American Geriatric Society has placed diphenhydramine on their official Beers criteria, their list of medications considered inappropriate for older adults. If this is in your medicine cabinet, safer alternatives exist. We'll cover those in the action plan. Medication number 2, benzodiazepines. You know it better as Xanax, Ativan, Valium, Klonopin. Prescribed for anxiety, panic attacks, and sleep, they calm the nervous system effectively in a short-term crisis. But for daily, long-term use, the picture changes completely. A landmark study in the British Medical Journal followed over 9,000 participants. Regular benzodiazepine users faced a 66% increased risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. And the researchers controlled for the anxiety itself, meaning this risk came from the drug, not the underlying condition. Let me tell you about Margaret. She was 72. She had been taking a low-dose benzodiazepine every night after a difficult year. By year 2, her family noticed she was repeating stories within the same conversation. By year 3, she couldn't remember appointments she had written down herself. Her new physician identified the medication as the likely culprit and started a slow, carefully supervised taper. Within 8 months of stopping, her clarity had noticeably improved. Her daughter said it felt like watching her mother come back. If you or someone you love is on this medication long-term, that conversation with your doctor is worth having. Medication number 3 is one of the most commonly prescribed sleep drugs in the world, Zolpidem, sold as Ambien. It works on the same brain receptors as benzodiazepines, suppressing your central nervous system to force sleep. But here's what most people don't know. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that Zolpidem disrupts slow-wave sleep, the deep, restorative phase where your brain literally clears out toxic proteins associated with Alzheimer's disease. You fall asleep faster, but the quality of that sleep actually undermines your brain's overnight cleaning cycle. Long-term users show measurable reductions in memory consolidation and processing speed. The FDA has issued multiple warnings about Zolpidem, specifically in adults over 65. You fall asleep, but your brain never truly rests. The 4th medication is one almost nobody suspects, and that's exactly what makes it dangerous. Oxybutynin, sold as Ditropan, prescribed widely for overactive bladder and urinary incontinence conditions that affect a significant percentage of adults over 60. Oxybutynin is arguably one of the most potent anticholinergics in clinical use. It crosses into the brain easily and aggressively blocks those same memory-forming pathways. Brain imaging studies have shown measurable reductions in metabolic brain activity in patients taking oxybutynin regularly. If you have this prescription, an alternative medication called mirabegron addresses the same bladder condition without the same cognitive risk. That conversation with your prescribing doctor is worth having soon. Medication number 5 is among the most debated topics in modern medicine. Statins. Atorvastatin, simvastatin, rosuvastatin. Prescribed to tens of millions of seniors to manage cholesterol. These medications offer clear cardiovascular benefits for many patients. But a significant subset of users' research suggests as many as 1 in 5 experience what the FDA now officially recognizes as cognitive side effects, including memory loss and confusion. The proposed reason involves the brain's own cholesterol supply. It's entirely separate from cardiovascular cholesterol and plays a critical role in maintaining nerve connections and brain function. Here's what I want you to understand. This does not mean stop your statin today. What it means is this. If you have noticed memory or cognitive changes since starting a cholesterol medication, that connection deserves investigation and a direct, honest conversation with your physician about your individual risk. Before we get to medications 6 and 7, and they may be the most overlooked on this entire list, if this video is giving you information you've never heard from your doctor, please subscribe. Every week, we bring you science-backed health research designed specifically for adults over 60. The next video could be just as important as this one. Medication number 6. A class of antidepressants called tricyclics. Amitriptyline sold as Elavil. Nortriptyline. These are prescribed not just for depression but also for nerve pain, chronic migraines, and sleep disturbances in older adults. Here's the concern. Tricyclic antidepressants carry an extremely high anticholinergic burden, among the highest of any medication in common clinical use today. Newer antidepressants in the SSRI and SNRI families carry far lower cognitive risk. If you are currently on a tricyclic for any condition and you are over 60, ask your prescribing physician directly whether a safer alternative could work equally well for you. It is a reasonable question. It is an important one. And the 7th medication surprises people the most because it has an excellent overall safety reputation. Metformin, the most commonly prescribed type 2 diabetes medication in the world. Metformin itself doesn't have anticholinergic properties, but long-term use silently depletes vitamin B12. And that depletion is the hidden danger. A study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found that nearly 30% of long-term metformin users develop a clinically significant B12 deficiency. And B12 deficiency causes memory problems, mental fog, and cognitive decline that is frequently and tragically mistaken for normal aging. Frank was 68. He had been on metformin for 11 years. For 2 years before his diagnosis, he'd been experiencing worsening forgetfulness. Everyone, including Frank himself, had chalked it up to getting older. A routine blood panel revealed his B12 was critically low. After 6 months of supervised supplementation, Frank described his mental clarity as in, I want you to hear these words like someone turned the lights back on. If you take metformin, ask your doctor for a B12 blood test at your next appointment. It is a simple test. It could change everything. Now, here's exactly what to do with everything you've just learned. 5 steps. Write these down. Step 1. Make a complete list. Write down every prescription and over-the-counter medication you currently take, including sleep aids, allergy pills, and anything with PM in the name. Step 2. Check each one. Search the phrase anticholinergic drug score alongside each medication name to check its cognitive risk rating. Step 3. Bring that list to your next appointment. Ask your physician specifically to review your total anticholinergic burden. Request safer alternatives for any high-scoring medications. You are allowed to ask this question. Your doctor will respect you for it. Step 4. If you take metformin, ask for a B12 blood level test at your next visit. If your level falls below 300 picograms per milliliter, discuss supplementation with your doctor. Methylcobalamin form 1,000 micrograms daily is well tolerated and available at any pharmacy. Step 5, and this is critical. If you take a benzodiazepine or zolpidem on a regular schedule, Do not stop abruptly. Stopping these medications without a supervised taper can trigger serious withdrawal effects. Work with your physician to reduce the dose gradually over weeks or months with proper support. Here is what I want you to understand before you close this video. Many cases of what appears to be age-related memory decline are actually medication-induced cognitive impairment. And that distinction matters because it means the damage can often be stopped, and in many cases, reversed. Your brain has carried you through an entire lifetime. It has held every memory, every face, every moment that has mattered to you. After 60, protecting it is not just a health goal. It is one of the most important things you can do for yourself and for the people who love you. You now have the list. You have the steps. Walk into your next appointment prepared. That knowledge has real, measurable value. Tell me in the comments, are you going to check your medication list after watching this? Comment checking my list below so others in this community know they are not alone. And if someone you love takes any of these medications, please share this video with them. This is the kind of information people usually learn too late. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take exceptional care of yourself and of the people you love.